WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Where will you play your college basketball?
After my senior year, I'll be attending Duke University.
You got something to pull up?
Five-star prospect Jayson Tatum decided today was the day he was going to pick a college to play basketball at. His list, it included Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, and St. Louis. Yes, the Billikens actually had a shot at the hometown kid. But as you saw, Tatum is taking his talents to Durham, North Carolina. He commits to Duke today at the Peach Jam. Tatum is the #1 rated small forward in America for the class of 2016 and the #3 overall recruit, according to 247sports.com. The one Kentucky Wildcat who did not hear his name on draft night made the best of his opportunity in the NBA Summer League. Aaron Harrison put on enough of a show to earn a contract with the Charlotte Hornets. The first year will be partially guaranteed with the team option in the second year. Harrison averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in his 5 Summer League games with Charlotte. Johnson Central's Kyle Gullett is headed to Southeast Missouri State. Gullett commits to be a Red Hawk today. He won 4 straight 15th region titles as a Golden Eagle this past season. He averaged 18 points and 8 rebounds per game, and he shot 52% from the floor. Gullett also repped the 15th region at the Kentucky Mr. Basketball ceremonies in Lexington. Well, speaking of Kentucky Mr. Basketball, this guy behind me, John Pelphrey, he won Mr. Basketball in 1987 here in Kentucky, and Saturday night he went into the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame. Pelphrey made it to 3 straight Sweet 16s as a Tiger. He recently left Florida as an assistant coach, of course, once Billy Donovan left to take the Oklahoma City Thunder job in the NBA. He was not kept on staff down there in Florida. And if you want to know where he's headed to next, well, it doesn't look like he'll be coaching. He told me he'll probably be doing the TV thing for a year.
You know, more than likely, I'm not going to be coaching next year. There's been some interest. Some people have reached out with regards to broadcasting. We'll have to wait and see if anything materializes there. But I have a son, Jackson, who's going to be a senior next year. I'm going to chase him around a little bit, support him. My daughter's going to be a sophomore. She plays basketball. I'm going to support her. I get a chance to coach her every single day right now. And my wife, Tracy, who's my high school sweetheart, has been chasing me around for 25 years. So I'm going to try to, with the time that I have, be a champion in my circumstance for them for however long this lasts. It's a unique opportunity, and you know, I want to look back on it someday and say, you know what, that year I had off, I was out of coaching. I want to say I did a great job with it.
Now to Busch. Kyle Busch. This season he missed 11 races after breaking his leg at Daytona back in February, but he's close to making the playoff chase anyway. His win at Kentucky Speedway Saturday night certainly helps. He's now just 87 points out of the playoff. You need to be in that top 30 in points to make the postseason. 8 races remain in the NASCAR season, and a lot of talk about the new package NASCAR is using. Of course, Busch likes it.
And the fans, you know, it's pretty cool to come here to Kentucky, one of my best places, and to score a win. You know, you got to be able to score that win. To be here in victory lane, and his team did it for me. You know, awesome stops all day, getting us and keeping us up front, and just a great race car to move around all around the racetrack. And what a blast! I know I won, but so far so good. I like the new aero package, obviously, but you know, it just seemed like you weren't stuck. You know, Logano kind of moved up and blocked my lane, and with the old package, you just kind of get stalled out and you'd get stuck behind him. You know, and this one here, I could kind of move around. I went back to the bottom and made a move on him to pass him low. You know.
Final game today for the Reds before the All-Star break. This year's All-Star festivities taking place right in their backyard. The Reds, though, down in Miami to finish out a 4-game set with the Marlins. 2 runners on in the first for Todd Frazier. That's a gapper. Brandon Phillips cashes in 1-0 Reds. Frazier's 57th RBI of the season. Bottom 4, same score. Not a good day for Johnny Cueto on the mound. Casey McGee, he hits one. The ball rolls clear to that little crevice in right field. No outfielder likes that. That's kind of annoying. 2-run score. Miami has the lead now. Next inning, Justin Bohr smacking a Cueto pitch. Oppo Field put 2 more runs on the board. 5-1 Miami. Cueto gives up 5 runs in 5 innings, 3 of them earned. Bottom 7, same score. Cueto out. Ryan Mathias in. Adeiny Echeverry. He grounds it short. I'm not sure what Suarez was thinking there. Wild throw. Meanwhile, nobody's covering third base. Cincinnati loses 8-1. The Reds will start the second half of the season this Friday against Cleveland. To the lawn in England, Novak Djokovic, the world's #1 ranked tennis player. Roger Federer, the world's #2 gentleman's championship at Wimbledon. Federer hasn't won a major since 2012. We go to the championship point. He's not going to win one here. Djokovic. He goes all Les Miles on us, eats the grass, wins with a cross-court forehand winner, and you see the scoreboard. For the second straight year at center court, Joker wins Wimbledon, his 9th major of his career. He takes it in 4 sets, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4, and 6-3. Meanwhile, Jordan Spieth wins out at the John Deere Classic today, Matt. And get this, he heads now into the British Open. If he can win the British Open, that'll be his 3rd consecutive major. He's won the first 2, trying to win that 3rd, and if he wins the 3rd, of course, could have the calendar Grand Slam if he goes on to win the PGA Championship, which is pretty much unheard of.
And very impressive, especially considering how young he is, too.
Like 21.
Yeah, something
Crazy.
like that. Thanks, Jamie. We'll be right back after this.